Okay, so this is our first video, and I'm Vishal,
This is Vishank.
and we're here to talk about sports, educate you guys on sports, and this is basically going to be like a sports talk show debating where you guys can send in questions and we'll debate them.
You could tweet us, you could Facebook us,
Definitely.
or you could just put it on our
We
YouTube
will
channel.
post our Twitters and his Facebook. I don't have a Facebook, never getting one. And you could
You
definitely
really
post
need
some
a
questions.
Facebook.
I'm not getting a Facebook.
You have to get
all right?
one, man.
I'm not getting raped.
You won't
Alright.
get raped.
So we'll leave that at the bottom. You could definitely do that.
Or just ask us questions in the comment
Yeah,
section.
definitely leave comments. Now, the first thing we're going to address here is NBA lockout, which a lot of people don't really understand what's going on, and we're here to clarify it. Anything you want to add?
Now we're just gonna talk about the
You want to
NBA.
start off for sure?
You can start off. With
I'm
the
going to
NBA
start.
lockout.
Okay, now a couple of misconceptions people are assuming here is if everyone understands the soft cap that they have in the NBA right now, which means that you can what is the cap? 55 million?
Yeah, I think
Something like that.
Yeah.
You can go over the cap, but
There's a luxury tax.
there's a
if you do.
luxury tax if you go over the cap, which means for every dollar you go over the
Yeah.
cap, you get taxed.
Like the Heat have a lot of teams have gone over the cap, especially just to name a few. The Heat I know have.
Yeah.
The Lakers definitely have. The Celtics have.
The Mavericks.
The Mavericks.
The Mavericks payroll's 90 million on a 55 cap, so obviously you see what the soft cap is. Now what do the owners want it?
The owners want the hard cap.
The owners want the hard cap.
Why
now,
would the players want the hard
right?
cap?
The
players want
wouldn't
more money.
Yeah. Now a couple of misconceptions is people say that with the hard cap, like teams are not going to be able to afford the players they have right now, that's complete bogus because with the hard cap, obviously you have to make concessions in player salary. I mean, like LeBron, Wade, and Bosh make right now 45
Together?
40, right? Together,
Yeah,
something like that.
yeah.
Obviously, their salaries will be cut.
Actually, let's pull it up. How much they make?
Let's pull it up.
LeBron, Wade.
Yeah. So
They make.
what do they make? Where's the number?
Wow, it's actually I can't find it on here.
Well, I read it.
But they make an exorbitant amount
Anyway,
of money.
they make a lot of money. Obviously, they're going to cut salaries. So for all the people who are writing articles right now saying that teams won't be able to afford their players with the hard cap, that's not true because there will be cuts in salary. And another thing is, people are speculating that we're going to lose games, right?
Yeah.
We're going to lose a whole season. I mean, I understand where they're coming from, but you really can't determine that. Like, what are we
We're
like a weekend?
yeah, we're
Whereas
the NFL lockout is 130 something days in.
and we're completely optimistic about that. We're
They're
not going to
thinking
get
we're still going to hit
we're
July
not going to
15th.
get into that right now, but yeah, that's not going to happen because. And another thing is, the NHL. If you guys remember in 2005, they locked out their
They
players.
locked out for a whole season.
They locked out, and why the owners did it is because and it worked out beautifully for the owners because in 2006 the owners got all their demands met. So the NBA owners, a couple of NBA owners own NHL teams, right?
Yeah.
So
Like,
how many?
I don't know exactly how many, but I know there are a couple.
There are a couple of owners,
there are a
and
couple
so they know what can happen if you lock out for a season. They're fine with it because
The last time the NBA did lock out for a whole season, I think, was 1999. No, not 99 for a whole season.
98, 99. Yeah.
98, 99,
Yeah,
or was
yeah.
it 99, 2000?
No, 98, 98. Spurs' first title.
So after the Spurs' first title.
No, Spurs that year.
That year?
Yeah.
It was a 58 game season.
Yeah, that was the first
Where
Duncan.
they've played.
That was
They,
a dynasty. Yeah.
sort of a dynasty. I'm a Spurs fan, just for you guys that don't know. And
I'm not even gonna say it.
You're
Go
not
ahead.
even going to talk about the Spurs.
No,
He's a
I'm
Suns
not
fan.
even thinking about the Spurs right now. We're not gonna get into that. But so they know that it can actually benefit them to get locked out a year. And people say, then why don't the NFL owners just lock their players out? And why are they negotiating? Well,
They need to make money.
To make it simple, the NFL is making money and the NBA is not.
Yeah, the NBA is not making
So I think it's more beneficial for the NFL
to play a season.
Yeah.
They'll actually make money. There's actually many teams. If you think about it, there's many teams in the NBA who you would think would be making money The Spurs are actually losing money.
Okay.
The Spurs are losing money. The Pacers are losing money. All these the Spurs, the Pacers, there are a couple more that are losing money. Well, all the small market teams are losing money. The only teams that basically aren't losing money are the California teams.
26 out of 32 are losing money.
Yeah, 26.
That's 26.
The ones that aren't are the Lakers,
Mavericks,
the Mavericks,
Heat
the Heat. No, the Heat are. I think the Heat are.
Okay.
The Lakers, the Mavericks, the Warriors. They're in California.
Okay.
All the California
Clippers.
I think the Clippers might actually be. I think the Clippers are losing money. The Bulls are not losing money because they're in a small market and they're still playing really well.
Cleveland, I don't think is losing money.
Cleveland's definitely losing money.
Are they?
Yeah.
Well, they've made so much money over the.
Well, I mean, but
he was their economy for a couple of years.
You haven't heard the jokes like the first 5 fans that get to enter that come to the Cavs games get to play. Get to start. The first 5 fans come to start.
All right, that's pretty mean.
I mean,
that's what happens when you lose like 20
Have you seen the
straight
Cavs
games.
No, we haven't seen Cavs games.
We haven't seen Cavs games. They don't put them on TV.
They don't get on national television.
The only time they get on TV is when LeBron plays there.
Oh, that was not much on my birthday.
Was
LeBron,
it?
yeah,
Was
LeBron
it?
came back to Cleveland. Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
that was absolutely destroyed them, lit them up.
So that's a
Second time the
couple
Cleveland
on the NBA Lockout. Now we'll move on.
No, we're gonna move on to a slightly lesser known topic, like the Women's World Cup.
We're here to endorse the Women's World Cup.
I've actually watched all of the Women's USA matches.
I haven't watched the first. I've watched
Sunday.
I watched the Sweden match today.
Sunday, tune your TVs on to ESPN. USA versus Brazil.
They're on ABC.
They're on ESPN.
God, they can't get ABC.
No, it's ESPN. ESPN signed it. It will be, I guarantee you, the best match of the World Cup. USA versus. I'm making the claim. You're hearing
Women's World Cup. Don't get him mistaken. He's not saying that the men's is.
You're hearing this from Prashant Subramani. It will be the best match. United States versus Brazil. United States is the number.
What if they move on?
Who?
What if they beat Brazil and then move on? That's not going to be the best match.
No, they're going to play. Listen, it's the number 1 team versus the number 3 team in the world. The United States didn't win their pool with a loss today to Sweden, which was not one of their best matches. It was given off a bad.
I saw their backfield was weak. I think
the back line was absolutely horrible. They gave off a bad penalty kick. They gave off a bad penalty. It actually should have been a red card. It was only a yellow. And then the free kick came up. The free kick actually was kicked, and it came off the U.S.'s wall and rebounded into the goal.
Really?
Yeah, it came off the Swedish player kicked it. Came off the U.S.'s the right side of their wall, rebounded off into the left side of the goal. Where the goalie was going off the original kick, not off the redirection. So she completely missed.
Yeah, she wouldn't.
No.
I mean,
she's the best goalie in the world. Hope Solo is by far the best goalie, the best women's goalie in the world. But I have a feeling that the United States can take the Brazilians.
They're 23-2 against them.
Yeah, with 23-2-2.
2-2. So I mean, it's obviously there's going to be some optimism. And 07 Brazil beat them 4-0.
4-0
in the semifinals. So there's going to
be English nil.
No. We have to step up our World Cup.
Yeah, no. I don't think it was 2000. I think it was 2003.
2003. Was it 2000?
Sure?
I think it's 2007.
Where the Brazilians absolutely crushed them, so the United States is coming back looking for revenge. And I guarantee you it will be an amazing match. Actually, another match to look for is Germany versus Japan, if you guys can catch that.
Yeah, don't watch that.
It's the host. The Germans are definitely the strongest side on the top half.
And they lose the
Germans? Yeah. No, the Germans haven't lost yet.
They're undefeated?
The Germans are looking absolutely nasty. They're looking nasty coming into the next round.
Okay.
And if everything holds true, it's going to be the Germans and most probably the winner of the United States versus Brazil match on this side.
Okay. So you guys should definitely check that out.
Definitely check that
Even
game
if you're not a soccer fan, just check it out.
Yeah, come on.
Because we actually have a chance at this one.
Yeah. The U.S.
We don't win anything yet. Remember, the only sports we only win basketball and swimming when it comes to the world.
U.S. women's team, I would make a claim that they could probably beat the men's team.
I'm not going to support
Go watch Abby Wambach play. She's the women's version of Landon Donovan, and she's an amazing playmaker on the ball. She scored today, ended her scoring drought.
What next? LA Sparks could beat the Lakers? I don't, because Candace Parker can beat Pau Gasol.
Candace Parker's dirty, man.
But it's,
She's better than her brother. She's better than her brother.
all right, fine. I'll give you that. I wonder who wins on a one-on-one. Have they ever?
Candace versus Anthony?
Candace versus Anthony. I wonder who won. I think he says she won.
She'd kill him.
She'll kill him, right?
She'll kill him.
Like, all she has to do is put her hand in his face. And he can't do anything.
All right. Next thing we'll talk about is actually today was it released today?
What?
The player.
No. What they do is, all right. For any of you who don't know, some of you do know. The NFL Network released a players list of the top 100 players coming into 2011, voted
ranked by the players,
by the
players themselves. Here we have that page up, and I will read you the top 10.
Let me see.
That's it.
Oh yeah.
The top 10. Number 1 was Tom Brady. Number 2 was Peyton Manning.
Yeah.
No, number 1 is Brady. 2 is Manning. 3 is Adrian Peterson. 4 is the. Alright, Vishal is gonna disagree with. I think he's still.
I'm gonna Let's.
I think he's still at top.
Let's pull up here. Okay,
I think he's still at top 20.
Four was Ray Lewis
Coming into his 16th season.
which is coming into his 16th season. The guy, like, I mean, if you guys know how tackles work in this league, like, people get points for, like, assisted tackles, and I bet the coaches just give him a few extra tackles just because he's Ray Lewis, just make him feel better. He's really lost a couple of steps since he was...
All right, listen. Ray Lewis is the heart and the soul of that Baltimore defense, and the Baltimore defense easily top 5 in the NFL.
But how is he? He's not the number 4, obviously. If we were to draft a team right now, he wouldn't be number 4.
He'd be
No,
number 4. I think is a little.
If we would draft from the existing players,
4 is a little bit too high. Easily in the top 5 players of defense. Defensive.
which I think we can look at this list as
If you want to make
like
it
the top 100 players most wanted for a team, right?
Yeah.
Based on 1 to 100.
But
so
look at
why
it.
would
But
Ray Lewis
look at it.
be 4?
If you're talking about on the field making plays, Ray Lewis not in the top 4. If you want a captain, if you want someone in that locker room, Ray Lewis is the absolute number 1 guy I want.
Well, yeah, but
That has
He
to
does
factor
headline
in.
the defense.
Players look up to Ray Lewis.
But
That's an aspect we don't see, but players look up to
Ray Lewis.
him.
I completely understand that.
Ray Lewis coming into the
I guess intangibles wise, you definitely
coming up into the Chiefs game. Ray Lewis said that when he was asked, "Can the Chiefs score 100 rushing yards on you?" Being the number 1 rushing team in the NFL, Ray Lewis said, "The bus we rolled in on can't score 100 rushing yards on us." That just says something about him.
He makes a very bold, like when they won the Super. I think the year they won the Super. He said give us 3 points and we'll take care of the rest. That's all he has from our offense, 3 points, which is
he's absolutely he makes claims, but I think he can back him up. Top 5 defensive players.
He could be one of the, if you ranked him, he's arguably the best defensive lineman to ever play the game.
Yeah, he's definitely
easily up there.
Yeah.
But number 4 on the entering 2011.
That might be a little bit too high.
No knock on Ray Lewis. I'm not saying he's. I would put him in the top. I would put him in the top 20.
I said I'd put him in the top 20.
Top 20, he would be definitely there.
Yeah.
And the guy ranked right behind him is Ed Reed at 5.
But I'd make a case for Ed Reed being the number 1 defensive player.
He just 8 interceptions in 8 games.
8 interceptions in 8 games?
I'm fine with that.
Troy Polamalu was second. 7 interceptions. He played the full season. 8 interceptions in 8 games is absolutely it's just
now the
dirty.
thing. Okay, now what he was upset.
Oh, I was so upset.
He was upset about, and he didn't know about the players list. I've been watching this periodically. They come out every week. Every Sunday at 8, they release like 100 to 91, and then they release 90 to 81, like that. And what he's upset about is Greg Jennings. Greg Jennings was ranked at 74.
74. Greg Jennings.
He was 19 on the fans vote.
He's 19 on the fans vote and 74 on the players vote.
There are 14 receivers ahead of him.
I don't know if there's something about Greg Jennings that players don't like about him. Maybe he's not the biggest guy in the locker room, but Greg Jennings easily in the top 5 receivers in the NFL. I put him in the top 5.
Yeah, I would too.
He only in the
mine. I would Andre,
Larry, and then Greg. Who else?
Yeah.
Who else?
Yeah, probably.
Greg Jennings.
Well, Santonio would be there. Somewhere there.
Just because you're a Jets fan. Brandon Marshall. Put Brandon Marshall in there.
I like Brandon Marshall.
Brandon Marshall was nice last season.
All right, fine. Yeah, he's right. Greg Jennings
easily top 5. Maybe even top 3, as we said. But Greg Jennings,
I mean, the stats don't lie.
In the
I'm not
in the
gonna pull up
last
stats,
in the
but
last
you can look it up. It's
yeah, in the last
1,000 receiving
last
yards,
5
10
years,
plus
yeah.
touchdowns.
Yeah, 12